Albinism is a fascinating genetic condition that results in a lack of pigmentation in animals and plants. In animals, albinism is caused by a mutation in the genes responsible for producing melanin, the pigment that gives color to skin, hair, and eyes. Interestingly, albinism can affect various species, including mammals, birds, reptiles, and even fish. While the exact prevalence of albinism in the animal kingdom is challenging to determine, it is estimated that approximately 1 in 20,000 animals born exhibit some form of albinism. This rarity makes albino animals a unique and intriguing sight in the wild. In plants, albinism manifests as a lack of chlorophyll, the green pigment essential for photosynthesis. This condition can result in white or yellow foliage, making albino plants stand out in their environment. The occurrence of albinism in plants is less common than in animals, but still occurs across various species, including trees, flowers, and crops. Albinism in plants can have significant implications for their survival and reproduction, as the lack of chlorophyll affects their ability to produce energy through photosynthesis. Understanding the genetic basis of albinism in both animals and plants is crucial for conservation efforts and scientific research. By studying albino individuals, researchers can gain insights into the genetic mechanisms underlying pigmentation and its role in evolution. Furthermore, exploring the adaptive strategies of albino species can provide valuable information on how organisms cope with the challenges posed by their unique condition. Overall, albinism serves as a captivating phenomenon that sheds light on the diversity and complexity of the natural world. Albinism in animals is primarily caused by genetic mutations that disrupt the production of melanin, the pigment responsible for skin, hair, and eye color. These mutations can affect various genes involved in melanin synthesis, leading to different types and degrees of albinism in animals. Interestingly, albinism is more commonly observed in certain species, such as mammals and birds, compared to others. For example, albino squirrels are relatively common in some regions, while albino alligators are extremely rare. The prevalence of albinism in the animal kingdom varies widely, with some species showing higher rates of albino individuals than others. In some cases, albinism can be inherited in a simple Mendelian pattern, where both parents carry the recessive gene for albinism and pass it on to their offspring. However, spontaneous mutations can also give rise to albino individuals in populations where albinism is not common. One interesting aspect of albinism in animals is its association with other genetic conditions. For instance, albino animals may exhibit other abnormalities or health issues due to the same genetic mutations that cause albinism. This genetic link between albinism and other traits adds complexity to the study of this condition in animals. Researchers have identified specific genes that are commonly associated with albinism in different species. By studying these genes and their functions, scientists can gain insights into the molecular mechanisms underlying albinism and its effects on animal physiology. Additionally, environmental factors can also play a role in the development of albinism in animals. Exposure to certain chemicals or pollutants can increase the likelihood of genetic mutations that result in albinism. In some cases, albinism may be induced artificially in animals for research purposes, allowing scientists to study the effects of this condition under controlled conditions. Despite the challenges posed by albinism, some albino animals have been able to thrive in their natural habitats. These individuals may exhibit unique behaviors or adaptations that help them survive despite their lack of pigmentation. For example, albino animals may rely more on other senses such as hearing or smell to compensate for their impaired vision. Overall, the causes of albinism in animals are multifaceted, involving a combination of genetic, environmental, and evolutionary factors that contribute to the diversity of this condition in the animal kingdom. Albinism in animals presents a fascinating array of examples across different species, showcasing the diversity and uniqueness of this genetic condition. One of the most iconic examples of albinism in animals is the albino lion. These majestic creatures, with their striking white fur and pale eyes, have captured the imagination of people around the world. Albino lions are extremely rare, with estimates suggesting that only about 300 exist in the wild. Despite their rarity, albino lions have been observed in various regions, including South Africa and India. Another notable example of albinism in the animal kingdom is the albino gorilla. Perhaps the most famous albino gorilla was Snowflake, who lived in the Barcelona Zoo from 1966 to 2003. Snowflake gained international fame for his unique appearance and gentle demeanor, becoming a symbol of conservation efforts for endangered species. Albino alligators are another intriguing example of albinism in animals. These reptiles lack the dark pigmentation found in their normal counterparts, giving them a ghostly appearance. Albino alligators are extremely rare in the wild, with only a handful of individuals reported in regions like the southern United States. In the bird world, albino peacocks are a stunning sight to behold. These birds, with their pure white plumage and vibrant iridescent feathers, stand out among their colorful peers. Albino peacocks are considered auspicious in some cultures and are often revered for their beauty and rarity. Moving to the aquatic realm, albino dolphins are a captivating example of albinism in marine mammals. These dolphins, with their pale skin and pink eyes, navigate the ocean with grace and agility. Albino dolphins have been spotted in various parts of the world, adding to the mystique surrounding these enchanting creatures. In the insect world, albino insects such as butterflies and beetles exhibit unique coloration patterns due to albinism. These delicate creatures, with their translucent wings and pale bodies, showcase the intricate beauty of nature's diversity. Albino insects are relatively common compared to larger animals, with researchers studying their genetics to gain insights into the mechanisms of albinism. Overall, the examples of albinism in animals highlight the extraordinary manifestations of this genetic condition across different species, offering a glimpse into the wonders of the natural world. Albino animals face unique challenges and adaptations in their natural habitats, stemming from their lack of pigmentation and potential health issues associated with albinism. One interesting adaptation observed in albino animals is their reliance on other senses to compensate for their impaired vision. For example, albino animals may have heightened hearing or sense of smell, allowing them to navigate their surroundings effectively despite their visual limitations. This adaptation showcases the remarkable resilience of albino individuals in adapting to their environment. In terms of challenges, albino animals are more susceptible to predation due to their conspicuous appearance. Their lack of camouflage makes them stand out in their surroundings, making them easy targets for predators. This vulnerability puts albino animals at a disadvantage in the wild, increasing their risk of predation compared to their pigmented counterparts. Interestingly, some albino animals exhibit unique behaviors to avoid predators, such as being more active during twilight hours when their white fur or feathers blend in with the ambient light. These behavioral adaptations demonstrate the resourcefulness of albino animals in overcoming the challenges posed by their condition. Despite these challenges, albino animals can thrive in their habitats under the right conditions. Conservation efforts play a crucial role in protecting albino species and ensuring their survival in the wild. By raising awareness about the importance of preserving genetic diversity, researchers and conservationists can help safeguard albino animals from threats such as habitat loss and illegal wildlife trade. The rarity and beauty of albino animals make them valuable ambassadors for conservation, inspiring people to appreciate the wonders of the natural world and the need to protect its most vulnerable inhabitants. Albinism in plants presents a fascinating phenomenon that manifests as a lack of chlorophyll, the green pigment essential for photosynthesis. This condition results in plants with white or yellow foliage standing out amidst their green counterparts. Interestingly, the occurrence of albinism in plants is relatively rare compared to animals, adding to the intrigue surrounding albino plant species. While exact statistics on the prevalence of albinism in plants are challenging to determine, researchers have identified various examples of albino plants across different species. One notable example is the albino redwood tree, a rare mutation that results in white needles instead of the typical green foliage. Another intriguing case is the albino strawberry, which lacks the red pigmentation in its fruits, giving them a unique appearance. The genetic basis of albinism in plants is complex, involving mutations in genes responsible for chlorophyll production. These mutations disrupt the normal pigmentation process, leading to the distinct coloration observed in albino plants. Despite their striking appearance, albino plants face challenges in their ability to photosynthesize effectively. The lack of chlorophyll hinders their capacity to convert sunlight into energy, affecting their growth and survival. Interestingly, some albino plants have developed adaptive strategies to cope with their condition. For instance, albino plants may exhibit slower growth rates or altered physiological processes to optimize their limited photosynthetic capabilities. Conservation efforts for albino plants focus on preserving their genetic diversity and studying their unique traits for scientific research. By understanding the genetic mechanisms underlying albinism in plants, researchers can gain insights into the role of pigmentation in plant evolution and adaptation. The rarity and beauty of albino plants make them valuable subjects for botanical studies, inspiring curiosity and appreciation for the diversity of the plant kingdom. Albinism in plants can manifest in various types, each presenting unique characteristics and challenges. One common type of albinism in plants is total albinism, where the entire plant lacks chlorophyll, resulting in completely white foliage. Total albino plants are striking in appearance, standing out amidst their green surroundings. Another type of albinism is partial albinism, where only specific parts of the plant, such as leaves or flowers, lack chlorophyll, leading to a variegated or mottled appearance. Partial albino plants exhibit a mix of white and green pigmentation, creating visually appealing patterns. In some cases, plants may display sectoral albinism, characterized by distinct sectors or patches of albino tissue within a predominantly green plant. Sectoral albino plants showcase the mosaic nature of albinism, with contrasting areas of pigmented and non-pigmented tissues. The occurrence of different types of albinism in plants varies across species, with some plants showing a higher prevalence of total albinism, while others exhibit more cases of partial or sectoral albinism. Interestingly, researchers have identified specific genetic mutations associated with different types of albinism in plants, shedding light on the molecular mechanisms underlying pigmentation. Studies have shown that environmental factors, such as light intensity and temperature, can influence the expression of albinism in plants, leading to variations in pigmentation patterns. Conservation efforts for albino plants focus on preserving rare and unique specimens, including those exhibiting different types of albinism. By studying the diversity of albinism in plants, researchers can gain insights into the adaptive strategies and evolutionary significance of pigmentation in the plant kingdom. Albinism in plants holds significant implications for plant evolution, offering valuable insights into the role of pigmentation in the adaptation and survival of plant species. One interesting aspect of albinism in plants is its potential impact on reproductive success. Albino plants, with their reduced ability to photosynthesize, may face challenges in producing viable seeds or fruits, affecting their ability to propagate. This limitation can influence the genetic diversity of plant populations, shaping their evolutionary trajectory. Studies have shown that albino plants may exhibit altered reproductive strategies to compensate for their reduced photosynthetic capacity, highlighting the adaptive nature of plant evolution. Interestingly, the occurrence of albinism in plants varies across different ecosystems and plant families. For example, certain plant species may show a higher prevalence of albinism in specific regions with unique environmental conditions, such as high light intensity or nutrient deficiencies. The rarity of albino plants adds to their significance in plant evolution, as they represent genetic variations that contribute to the overall diversity of plant species. Conservation efforts for albino plants play a crucial role in preserving these unique genetic traits and studying their evolutionary implications. By protecting albino plant specimens and their habitats, researchers can gain valuable insights into the mechanisms of plant adaptation and speciation. The study of albinism in plants also offers a window into the intricate interplay between genetics, environment, and natural selection in shaping plant diversity. Overall, the significance of albinism in plant evolution lies in its ability to illuminate the complex processes driving the adaptation and survival of plant species in diverse ecosystems. Albinism has long been shrouded in myths and misconceptions, leading to stigmatization and discrimination against individuals with this genetic condition. In many cultures, albinism is associated with supernatural powers or curses, perpetuating harmful stereotypes and marginalizing albino individuals. Interestingly, the prevalence of albinism varies across different populations, with higher rates reported in certain regions of the world. For example, in Tanzania, the prevalence of albinism is estimated to be much higher than the global average, with approximately 1 in 1,400 individuals affected by the condition. This higher prevalence has been linked to genetic factors and consanguineous marriages within certain communities. Despite the scientific understanding of albinism, misconceptions persist, fueling discrimination and violence against albino individuals. In some cultures, albino body parts are believed to possess magical properties, leading to the persecution and trafficking of albino individuals for ritual purposes. These harmful beliefs have devastating consequences for albino communities, with many individuals living in fear for their safety. Efforts to raise awareness and combat myths surrounding albinism are crucial in promoting acceptance and inclusion for albino individuals. Education plays a key role in dispelling misconceptions and fostering a more compassionate society. Additionally, advocacy campaigns and support networks aim to empower albino individuals and challenge societal attitudes towards albinism. By promoting understanding and empathy, we can create a more inclusive world where individual differences are celebrated rather than stigmatized. The myths and misconceptions surrounding albinism highlight the importance of addressing deep-rooted prejudices and promoting diversity and acceptance in our communities. Conservation efforts for albino species are crucial in protecting these unique individuals from threats such as habitat loss and illegal wildlife trade. In some regions, albino animals are revered for their rarity and beauty, leading to increased conservation initiatives to safeguard their populations. For example, in South Africa, conservationists have implemented measures to protect albino lions, including monitoring their habitats and raising awareness about the importance of preserving genetic diversity. Additionally, research on albino plants has led to the identification of rare specimens with unique genetic traits, highlighting the significance of conserving these plants for future studies. By focusing on the conservation of albino species, researchers and conservationists aim to ensure the survival and well-being of these extraordinary individuals in the wild. Future research on albinism in animals and plants holds promising implications for understanding the genetic basis of pigmentation and its role in evolution. Scientists are exploring the molecular mechanisms underlying albinism to uncover new insights into the diversity of albino species. Interesting statistics reveal that albino animals are more commonly observed in certain species, such as mammals and birds, compared to others. Additionally, conservation efforts for albino species have led to the protection of rare individuals and the promotion of genetic diversity. The study of albino plants has also revealed unique adaptations and challenges, shedding light on the complex interplay between genetics and environment. Moving forward, research on albinism will continue to expand our knowledge of the natural world and the intricate processes driving adaptation and survival in diverse ecosystems.